Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pickacard, and today is going to be a third party update. I like to do this on a regular basis because a few of you are finding themselves not being the focus of the other person. So it doesn't mean there's someone else. It could be that they're very devoted to their work, to their family, to their friends, whatever. So you know the priority number one of that person and you're feeling it and you just want to know what's going on, right? So let's do 2 pounds, and then we have, of course, one card from the soul card, and it's a major arcana because it's always giving a little spicy details. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So pound number one, third party update. King of Cups, Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. Wow, okay, interesting. So yes, you have someone who, when they met you, or even when before they met you, they had the feeling of, I have so much love to give, but I don't really know who to give it to, and there was maybe nobody to give it to be fair. On the other hand, when they met you, they had a bit of a shock to the system. It's very possible that person was a King of Wands, male, female, doesn't matter. And then when they met you, the Queen of Wands, again, male, female, doesn't matter, they became the King of Cups. So they don't really know how to deal with emotion. It's a huge, huge transformation for them. However, for me, they knew from the minute they met you that you were the absolute destination, the final, the ultimate destination. So how to get there was a different story. How do I do this? I have no clue, but I know one thing, whether there's a third party or not. There's 3 ones here, so possibly. They have to figure it out. How do I do this? I don't have a clue. If I don't normally open my feelings, my heart, now I have to do this and I don't have a clue how to do that altogether. I think it was definitely love at first sight. It's so, oh my god, enormous. It's a tsunami, as I like to call it. It's an enormous amount of emotion and it's overwhelming. So it's fair enough, some people, when they have love at first sight, they run away from their life for their life because it's too much, fair enough. So what they want to do is to do things right. First, maybe they had to divorce someone in order to be with you. But I think they want to give you as much as you give them, but also they want to be fair with themselves. Where do I stand? Do I need to leave someone and jump into a relationship straight away? Or should I take a moment and just find my own balance within, and then I can make a decision? So it's about doing things legally, legal matters, but also doing things properly, right? So yes, I think there was definitely a chemistry between you two, but an ambivalence as well. And it goes very well with this idea of King of Cups. You have this idea, of course, everything is shaking. It's an ambivalence because you're like, what do I do? I'm a bit tormented. I'm here, there. I don't really know what to think. I don't really know what to do. Yes, question mark, right? So maybe you decided to cut them off and you just say, well, you don't make a decision. I'm going to make a decision for you, right? But also I like to see the Queen of Swords as very much the justice as well. Then something has to be fair, It's a sword. Okay, there's a judge here. This is right, this is wrong. Boom, this is it. Verdict is, that's it. It's out. So yeah, I think as well there was an idea of them being in between two, but also them covering their heart, not willing to see what was in front of them. Maybe they were not happy for a very long time, but they didn't realize until you show up. Also, they may have thought, oh, I don't want my life to be all excuse me, George is here. I don't want my life to be completely transformed, and I'm trying to battle you. I'm trying to, refuse to see you because it's too much. Too much is just too shambolic for my life. So they could have done that, but most importantly is not opening the heart and not listening to themselves. Where is my truth? Where is my happiness? What do I feel? It's so important to be truthful. No matter what decision you make, you have to be truthful to yourself. Absolutely. So it's a lot of thinking, overthinking, but they're gaining the clarity. That's how you can make a decision. And that means as well, they went through a 10 of Swords. It was extremely painful to be in that limbo situation. It's very painful, but they realize now how unhappy they were, and now they know what they want as a result. Absolutely fabulous. A massive movement forward, a new beginning, obviously. So let's have one card from the soul cards, major arcana only. Let's have a look. Justice. What did I say? You see what I mean? I mean, the second time we have justice. I said it all. And even with that Queen of Swords, someone with the sword, one sword, that's all you need. It's very much makes things proper, following a certain way to do things. It has to be done appropriately and fairly for every party. It's absolutely correct. But more importantly, for yourself and for that person themselves, they have to know where they stand and to be truthful to themselves. Absolutely phenomenal. So that was pile number one. Pile number two, third party update. So we have a King of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. That is interesting indeed. So we have someone who was very much, and maybe still is, someone who is very much fluffy. Doesn't really connect with the feelings, someone who likes his or her pleasure first. Quite selfish, quite self-centered, me, right? So that's all nice and sweet, but maybe that's not very fulfilling because there is a frustration here, okay? So obviously they may be bored with that kind of life, you know, it's fluffiness, social butterfly, a little bit of a player, male, female, doesn't matter. But after a while it's boring because it's the same story all the time. Eight of Wands is an idea it's a day of communicating, knowing how to communicate and opening the heart, because the King of Wands never goes within depth of their feelings, of their emotion. They can talk, social butterfly, but they don't really talk about themselves, who they truly are. And it's a way to move forward in their life and to have a very focused, you know, conversation. I'm moving toward this. I'm speaking my truth. I'm, you know, surfing that wave with you because I want to learn to know you, okay? So, it's about connection to the heart for sure, but it's a Ten of Cups, happy ever after, is the top of the top. It's like, you know, the cream of the cream. It's really very much into emotion, feelings, happiness, being content. It's very deep. So we go from one extreme to another, right? So it's someone who's decided and finally becoming an emperor. So that is very powerful. Male, female, doesn't matter. It's someone who's going to take action. It's someone who's going to really go for the clarity and feel very at ease on, you know, on the belief, on the ideas, on who they are, knowing what they want. They're in a throne, but at the same time they earned it. You know, it's not something like, oh yeah, put myself on the throne and that's it. No, earned it. So very powerful indeed. So it's about, for me, it's maybe before any action, it needs to be an acknowledgement of who they are. They have to improve themselves. They have to also maybe going through legal action. But it's more, in my opinion, it's more about their self-development. They have to know who they are. Remove the mask of social, you know, behavior and social cycle, and being within their own truth. Really sitting on it for a little while before any action. Because they realize now they have nostalgia of pure love. Maybe they were very busy running a business, running around like a headless chicken, be with hundreds of people around them, but actually they were alone. And they realize now that I truly want happiness. At the end of the day, I want a family. I want maybe whatever is the happiness, that's what they want. They have a nostalgia and they realize now something is missing. Something very crucial is missing. They want the true love. They want the, you know, the love forever. Maybe they've been battling with the idea back and forth, but at the end of the day, they know it's the truth. And they want that infinity love, infinity number. It's something that's going to project them for years and years and years to come. Beautiful, very deep. It's huge. So before they make any action towards you, they need, in my opinion, they need to really sit with it and really measure the depths of their feelings. Loving it. So Soul of Cards Tarot now, and it's only one major arcana. Let's see. The Hierophant, hey, voilà. Funny, isn't it? It's again, I mean, today is absolutely magnificent. We have two cards again the same. It's really that acknowledgement of who I am, and doing that inner work is very important. You cannot make any decision if you don't know who you are. You don't know who you want to be with if you don't know who you are by yourself. So it's about being happy with yourself, and then you can be happy with someone else. It's very typical, isn't it? So the Hierophant is magnificent, confirm everything I said. It's more about themselves. Where do they see themselves, where they're at? Beautiful. On this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah, ciao.